Hey guys, February 7th. I actually haven't made a video in a while. Um, we had some tough times. You know, one of my project managers had a heart attack, and really great guy. All the guys liked him. So we were just taking the time to regroup and move forward. We don't want to replace the guy. The guy's amazing, and he did survive. So he's resting, and we have an education-based company, so we want our helpers to become apprentices, and our apprentices to become seasoned mechanics and then foremen. And I'm often talking about entry-level apprentices getting their foot in the door and, changing their lifestyle to better suit the lifestyle of a tradesman. And the more suited your lifestyle is towards being a tradesman, one, the more enjoyable your career will be, and the easier it is to learn more about your trade. All right. What you're learning isn't just for the 8-hour day, but oftentimes it's changing who you are as you get older and older and older. And it's nothing, I try not to tell the guys it's small things, it's little tiny things that you work on week to week. And over a long period of time, it completely changes your abilities. All right. And it does require dedication. And it does require you to understand the sacrifices that you're making for the future. And it will well pay off. You stick with it. You make those little subtle changes, and you become a seasoned tradesman, a better mechanic, a person that can handle difficulties a lot easier and handle the pressures of deadlines or problems, or knowing what to do when the unexpected happens. All right. One example, and I'll go into this a little bit. When you go from learning how to work on things hot, all right, and as you're learning how to work on things hot, there's a couple things that happen. You're going to get shocked a lot. And pay attention to how you're getting shocked. What mistakes are you making? Are you working too fast? Do you have two hands in a box? What is causing, you have to break down your failures to correct them. All right. And in this time period of when you're getting shocked a lot of times guys are blowing dikes up. And my goal was not to blow my dikes up. I loved having a nice clean pair of dikes, but in the beginning, you're gonna blow up a bunch of pairs, and it's to be expected. You're learning how to work on things hot. So I remember there was a time period where I was blowing up a pair of dikes every week, and it got to the point where I had my clean pair, my real nice sharp pair of dikes, and then I had my beat up pair. And so when I was working on things hot, I was using my beat up pair. And then when I knew things weren't hot or they were in a safe mode, I can work with my nice pair of dikes. And you'll notice as you're paying attention to this, that instead of your dikes getting blown up once a week, it's every 2 weeks. Then it's every 3. And while you're doing this, you are learning techniques on how to work hot, how to deal with the hot conductor, how to break a switch down, how to multiple gang devices, how to open them up, how to work on them hot in a safe manner that you don't hurt yourself or hurt other people. And you start realizing that a pair of dikes will last you a month. All right. I think the longest I went was 2 years without blowing up a pair of dikes, and I was working hot all the time. I had a couple close calls on the outside, but never the cutting edge. So now that it's few and far between when I blow my dikes up. I buy very expensive dikes. It's a 10-inch handle, angled head. They're made by Knipex, Knipex. And if anyone that knows Klein go dull, and they go dull quickly. So Knipex is made out of, it's a German-based company. The metal stays sharp longer, and it's not a joke. It's not just, if you ever find a pair of Knipex and you want to give them a shot, they will outlast Klein. I've had 2-year-old Knipex that are sharper than 6-month-old Kleins. Okay, they're just a better pair of dikes. Okay, their linemen's are really nice. Their crooked head needle nose, amazing. But it's learning the subtleties to keep those sharp pair of dikes from getting blown up. It's small little details like that that'll make you a better tradesman. You're not just showing up, taking the little bit of knowledge you have and working the day thinking you're hot stuff. You're concentrating on becoming more skillful, paying attention to the little details. Oftentimes in electric, it's the little details that can separate a foreman from a mechanic. It's just those little details that the guy picks up on that can save a half a day of labor because he saw balloon framing, or he saw a different avenue that's going to cut 4 hours off the job. Okay, if you're paying attention to the small things, that's where all the magic happens. That's where you're going to become better. Just, that showing up 15 minutes early. Showing up a little bit early, no matter what, it allows you not to be rushed. It gives you time that if a job is going to be difficult, it allows you to pump yourself up and get yourself ready for the day. I can't stress enough what fatigue will do to a guy. If you're not sleeping enough at night and you're barely making it a job on time, it completely changes your entire week. It can change your month. Where other guys, if they just give a little bit more time to sleep, they wake up a little bit earlier, they're a completely different person, and they view jobs differently. There's a lot to it, that little bit of extra time. So when I get into guys that are a little bit more seasoned, these are the things I start teaching, like how important it is for your tools to be organized, how to separate your grade A tools from your grade B tools from your grade C tools. And there should be, as you get more and more seasoned, you should have your A+ tools, like your clean, perfect screwdrivers, Phillips head. Then your grade B tools that, maybe for roughing or other things. But it's important that they're organized, so when it's time to really start putting out work, the guys that are organized can get 3 times the amount of work done than the guys that are running all over the place because they can't find this and they can't find that, and they left it in their car or they left it in their other. Like, if you're unorganized, it is one of the #1 things that'll keep guys underpaid, is not being organized. An organized mechanic is twice as valuable just by being organized, just knowing where his screws are, his nuts, his bolts, how he presents himself when I go onto a site. I do the same ritual every time I get onto a site. How I bring my tools in, what I bring in first, how I set up, how I approach problems. Okay, it's my go-to. All right, I know no matter what problem I'm up against, I can approach the problem in this manner, and I'll break that problem down to where It might be a rough day of work, but I'll bang it out. All right. And these are the tactics that need to be taught to the guys that are a little bit more seasoned. Okay. You're entry level, you got your daily routines down, and you're showing up to work. Now, this is what creates valuable guys. All right. And a lot of these techniques have to be taught. Okay, you're not going to be able to realize them on your own, and maybe you will. Maybe you're paying enough attention, but 9 times out of 10, these are the secrets that are taught in the trade, and these are what make certain mechanics priceless, valuable. All right. So, Monday, it's been a while since I made a video. God bless. Enjoy your day.